Hey guys, it's Logan again for Apotheosis. Today we're using the new variation of the Dragon Army I'm going to use for pushing for the rest of the season, as well as will be strong for next to be well, and whenever the change does come for the Warden's Eternal Tome, which is going to make it where you're no longer invincible for the entire duration if your troops get out of the Warden's Eternal Tome. So it's a really big nerf to the Blimp. That is my expectation. That's what I'm expecting. I believe so. We had the Yetis nerfed last month from Yeti mites being one housing space, two housing space to nerf the Yeti Mite clone of Quad Blimp. And now they're changing for the Warden's Eternal Tome. They're changing how that works to nerf the Quad Clone Yeti Blimp again. That's two times nerfing the Quad Clone Yeti Blimp. Kind of crazy, in my opinion. But with the extra Inferno Dragons in this army, it allows us to funnel. So if you funnel, you're not going to have any issues with the new Warden's Eternal Tome. If anything, it'll make it better for you because you'll have a long duration, 0.2 more seconds longer. So I think having the three Inferno Dragons will make this army actually even stronger once the change does come out. And the furnaces, you don't have to use that. You can use a Yeti, or you can use another dragon in place of that furnace. It's not needed. Now for the CC furnaces, I use them just because they're so powerful. I'm wondering if they're gonna get a nerf or something. They feel so strong. They really do. Now you can use super minions instead, and it'll work just as good. If you use the furnaces though, make sure World Champion goes for the multi-inferno towers. So if you take out one or two, you're gonna be set and have an easy 3-star. Now for the king, you can use earthquake boots instead of the snake bracelet if you'd like, but the snake bracelet is so much nicer than the earthquake boots in my opinion. And as well as you can use the queen with the giant arrow and the healer puppet. That works well as too, but the king with the snake bracelet is just so nice. You don't got the sneezy? No problem. Just use the electro owl. That'll work perfectly for you as well. But sneezy is just the next level. But anyways, we're getting to some legend attacks, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, this base. Multi-Inferno's up here. Multi-Arch Towers also back through here. So we could play, usually I come in from this way, path to a multi-inferno, or path to multi-inferno. That works out pretty well. You get this get a multi-gear sweepers. Yeah, that's the safest way to do it. We're just gonna play safe. Safe is always good. I'm gonna do 6 for this first invis as well, just because it's on the outside, there's not much damage. See, the Fox barely got hit there, so it's worthwhile to do that. But the rest of these, I'm going to do 7 and 3 for the invises. 7. I'm gonna invis over here and do 3 as well, just to get that aura damage for that multi-gear cannon. That'll help out for sure. Then we're going to do 7 again. Looks like she'll path leftward, which is perfect because we don't want her to path to the Giga Bomb. I'm just going to be honest there. That's the thing I did not want her to hit. If I could not stutter for a second. I'm going to do 7 here. Alright, she'll pull up forward. And then we'll do 3. Alright, perfect. Take out the Wizard Tower. Then she'll head right for this Multi-Inferno, which is exactly what we wanted. Once she takes it out, I'll drop in our Invis for her, and then pop the haste, because now she's on high HP buildings. High HP for that Ricochet Cannon. So that's a good spot to pop the haste vial, so you don't lose control of your world champion. Because if you lose control of her, it can be GG for a second. It really can be. If she take out this air defense, is perfect. I risked the Fox there. Finally, a risk actually pays off. And I'll do one last one. So we send the King and the Siege Bricks on the thinned out side, which is also a side without the Multi-Inferno Tower. We're going to send our Dragons into the Multi-Inferno Tower side. So we're set from there. We just want to make the funnel with these Inferno Dragons. And a baby dragon, why not? I gotta make sure I drop my poison for the furnace and a Valkyrie to help deal with these ice clones. We'll pop this warden ability. It's a wee bit early because we wanted to get into this Giga Bomb, which it would have a second ago if it wasn't for that air skeletons. No, I mean that's okay still. That's okay. We'll send our furnace on the bottom. We'll send 3 rocket balloons here. Take out Wizard Tower and air defense. Usually it does, but we have to use 4 just because of the fact that there's a multi-arch tower there. I didn't even think about that. But this base is wrecked. We'll drop a skeleton spell for this monolith. We can swag this minion prince ability, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to pop it. We'll swag the king ability, though. That's what we'll do. We could swag both hero abilities, just because the skeleton spell is going to extract for the monolith, right? So you got the king ability, we got the furnaces coming from up here, and a full furnace from the bottom as well. So that's 4 furnaces just coming to wreck out this base, like easy peasy. Yeah, we'll save this king ability, just have a nice little swag there. Yeah, this is a fun attack. This is definitely fun. I like how the RC actually went where I wanted. I feel locked in today. I feel locked in. I feel like everything's gonna go right. I feel it. I feel it deep in my bones. Deep in my bones. I feel it in my toes. They're curling. Alright, Rage Core. Triple multi infernos in this core. What's the easiest way to get into this core? Typically, I'd say probably from down here. Just because this is all lower HP buildings, so we can get into 1 layer and 2 layers. Up here is high HP, high HP. That's not high. High HP, and then gotta get all the way across. So the bottom is the correct approach here to get into these infernos. So I'm gonna do exactly that. Because all of these are really, really simple to get through. I might have just said that 3 times, but it's true. I did a 56 in the first one just because there's not much damage out here. So my Fox is okay. My RC is okay too. And I'll do 46 right here as well. I want her to path into the monolith. I'm going to just do... I'm not going to use it next. Alright, I'm going to do 7 here. She's just going to keep walking around the outside for a little, which is okay. I'm going to do 3. Try to get some aura value over these buildings to push her in. She's just going to take her time. I'm going to do 6 here as well. She's just taking her time. She really is. She's just respectful like that, right? She just takes her time. Oh, we don't get that out with the baby dragon. Oops. What if I go invis like this? Nope. I played too safe. I played too safe there. Okay. Is that gonna push me into the infernos? We'll see. Still have 2 more invis. Oh, perfect. It will. Okay. We'll get an inferno tower. Can we get the rage tower? I think so. Yeah, we will. Okay, perfect. You know what? Never say never, right? Never say never. Try to take out that air defense. Then we'll send our dragons through. We're just gonna make sure we funnel them. We'll use the Inferno Dragons to funnel. Alright, perfect. We'll send a Valkyrie for the Ice Golems and a Poison for the Furnace. Now we're just gonna push on through. Alright, where do I drop? I want to drop a Furnace up top. That's a good spot. We'll pop this Warden ability through this core. It's a little bit heavy, hit some traps too. It's a perfect spot for that ability. Keep everything alive. Now, how can we angle these rocket loons in this air defense? Oh, we can. Perfect. I didn't know if we could. And take out some air traps too. Perfect. I want to pop the minion prince ability on the sweeper. I think on the sweeper is best spot. The double sweeper is toxic. What in the world? That actually hit like crazy. I mean, we still have the furnaces coming on through. I mean, the base is wrecked. It's just the sweeper's annoying. Skeleton spell extract the ricochet and the multi-gear cannon. That'll keep the king alive. And that'll keep the fire mites up top alive as well. We still got the king ability too with the spiky ball, which we'll use soon. At 92% left. Yep. Once it hits 92, you can hit it and it'll hit every single building left on the map. Then we'll have all the furnaces come on through, all the dragons come on through, minion prince, the warden, the king, and we're just gonna just walk through the rest of the space. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. 4 furnaces still up. Nice. Alright, this space, multi-infernos back through here, so we can just path into this way. Get in this multi, get the monolith, multi-arch tower, more, what's that? Scattershot? Yeah, and then path to the multi-inferno. Either this way or this way. Either way, it's going to be perfect for us. I'm going to send her on this slight top side, slightly, just because I want her to go there. I'm going to wait till 5 to drop this invis, because we're in the monolith range, and the fox is way back there, so we'll save an extra invis doing that. But now I'm going to do 7-3 for the rest of these, just because we're going to be in high damage for the rest of this. Alright, and then 3. She's going to go this way. Perfect. Alright, and her aura will take out the monolith. Alright, good. And we'll do 7. Try to invis over. Nope. I tried to invis over 3. Now we're going to push up forward. There could be a trail trap in here. Alright. Earthquake. I'm going to do 7. Aura value. Alright, 3. Baby dragon, just to help. Just to help her push in. We're going to haste and we're going to do 7. Alright, and then we're going to do 3. She's pushing up forward. We still have 2 more invis left. Can she get the fire spitter is a question. 7. Alright, invis oh, the fox is dead. Never mind. She won't get the fire spitter. She won't get that fire spitter. Silly me. Why did I even think that? I'm just going to kill my fox. Alright, we'll send a Valkyrie to help with ice golems. Poison for the furnaces. Alright, then we'll send what? 4 rocket loons for this air defense. We gotta get through the mortar first. Use Inferno Dragons to funnel. We'll only use 2 right now. But yeah, we'll save this Warden ability for this Giga Bomb, which we're going to hit here in a second. We're going to hit it, right? There we go. Perfect. Man, cheering on hitting a Giga Bomb is crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Troll Tesla, that's why I checked for a Troll Tesla. Use a furnace up top instead. Because I don't have anything to help to get out that, what's it called? That Tesla. So, you know, we just use it up top. We just adjust like that. These Inferno Dragons definitely getting some work through here. Took out a Ricochet Cannon, taking out these funnel sides. We'll pop the Minion Prince ability back through here. We'll save the skeleton spell for his multi-gear cannon in a second. There we go. That'll help distract. Unfortunately, the defending main prince didn't get on the skeleton spell. We were a little bit too slow on it, but that's okay. We got the furnaces for the town hall. We've got the king. Oh, he's inside the walls. I thought he was on the outside the whole time. If he ever goes on the inside, make sure you pop the king ability in there, just because he's gonna hit high value targets on the inside. So that makes sense why this top side wasn't funneled down. The king was walking in. What did he do? He walked in from there to there to there to here. So you tell me he's gonna be a wall breaker. He's gonna hit four walls, and he's trying to act like that queen. She's always that wall breaker, but not this time. That is the king doing that. That's an easy overkill 3-star. Nice. All right, this base, multi infernos back through here. I mean, it's a similar design base, isn't it? Bunch of air damage on the back end. We're just gonna pathing into another multi inferno. Take out rage tower as well. Okay. We'll have the Eternal Tome for another rage tower. We're going to send her up top a little so she'll path northward. I'm going to do 6 again for this invis. For this first one. Only the first one, just because there's not much damage out here. We're going to have to do 7 for the rest of them. 7 and 3. Alright. 7. Is this, yeah, this fox is going to hit hard, isn't it? This fox is going to get hit. 3. I'm pretty sure the fox is non-binary because I looked in the description and it said it's something the fox is non-binary. 7. Alright, perfect. We're going the correct way. And then 3. All right, we're pulling up. We're pulling in. We're pulling in. But the Sneezy is a girl, actually. So I think the Fox non-binary, Sneezy's a girl. And it's interesting, isn't it? Oops. She's not invis, but the Fox is, so we're just risking it. 7, we're going to haste and do 7. All right, Earthquake is what I meant. Should take out the minion printer. It's nice. Still have 2 more invis left. All right, we'll do 7 here. Hopefully the aura will take out that multi-inferno tower. Hopefully. And then we'll do 3. Alright, perfect. So send the king of the siege bricks on the thinned out side. It's also side out the multi-inferno tower. So we're set. There's not much air damage back over here, so this funnel definitely is going to get some good work here. And we'll save that baby dragon. We'll send a Valkyrie for the ice golem. Is there a furnace in there? That's 2. Nope, no furnace. It's 3 ice golems. So drop a poison spell for them. And we'll pop this warden ability now, just because those dragons are getting low. Alright, we'll check for a Troll Tesla. Alright, there's none. Furnace back through there. Take out those multi-arch tower, 4 rocket loons. Easy peasy. Minion Prince ability through this heavy damage as well. And the Giga Bomb section. Dragons and the furnaces help the town. Oh! That's why the furnaces aren't there. There's a... there's a Troll Tesla. So my furnaces weren't on the town hall. I was wondering. I was like, where are they at? where are those bad boys at? There is a Troll Tesla in this corner. That's why. I was trying to figure it out, but we dropped the skeleton spell for that multi-gear cannon. That's going to help out immensely. And then we still have the king ability, which honestly I'll just pop here because he's going on the inside again. Take out that multi-gear cannon. Almost. And we got the archers to help clean up. We got the minions. And there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? This is basically the same base, what, 2 or 3 times in a row. Just slightly modified. So it's a very common design in Legends right now. They can overwhelmingly just defeat every single time, which is nice. Alright, this base, Multi-Inferno is all in this core. Now the easiest way to get into there is probably just straight through here. Just straight little zigzag right in. However, I'm going to play safe and just go into the Town Hall and get maybe 1 Multi-Inferno. Because I'm just going to play safe right now. I'm not going to do anything fancy. We're going to do 7 here. And she's going to pull up and we're going to do 3. Okay, air defense. Alright. She's going to pull to this. Yeah, she is pulling this way. Okay. We're going to do 7. We're going to invis here. And then we're going to do 3. That's going to pull her in. Alright. Don't pull back down. No. I guess we're pulling into the multi-inferno towers instead. I guess they're doing what we initially wanted. Alright, let me... Earthquake. Actually, no, I won't. Actually, I'm going to have to. I already used up a bunch of invis. We're just risking her right here. Alright. We're going to Earthquake all of this. We're going to do 7. Alright, why is she still on the king? Okay, there she goes. She's still alive. Man, we got no value with that. King Siege Barracks. And we'll send 2 rock loons for this. There we go. Take out the air defense. Send all our dragons back through here. We have to make a funnel with the Inferno Dragon and a baby dragon. Dragons back through here. We got a poison for that Inferno Dragon. We'll send for that Super Dragon, we'll send an Inferno Dragon for as well. I'll pop this Warden ability for this Giga Bomb and Town Hall, heal everything up. Inferno Dragon is going to take out the Super Dragon very nicely. Send a Valkyrie with the King. We'll make more funnels of Inferno Dragons up top. We'll minion Prince ability through this heavy core, just because that thing's going to eat us up if we don't. We'll send a Furnace up top to help clean up. Alright, we're looking good. We're looking good. Even though that was abysmal to start. Abysmal. Alright, take out this... Okay, that's fair. I was looking where the mouse was, the middle of the mouse, not for the top tip of the mouse was. That's where I dropped the spell. I dropped the spell on the tip of the mouse. But I was looking for the middle, so if I would have dropped it right there, it went for that. But if it would have been in the middle of the mouse, it would have went for the air defense. That makes sense. But yeah, we're still gonna recover. We got down no Inferno Towers. We didn't take out the Town Hall with the World Champion. Like literally everything that could have went wrong did go wrong, and we're still gonna overkill the base. It's still gonna overkill the base. Cause you don't even have to get that. It's just so strong anyways. So he can mess up everything and still 3-star. And that was a bad mess up. But you know what? Still strong. Alright, this base, 2 multis in this core. This bottom side is super, super thick. The fire spirit is pointing outward. So what if we just came in from this side, pathed into here? Actually, yeah, I like that. I like pathing into here this way. I'm gonna do 6 for this first one, just because it's the first one you can do that. But afterwards, you're gonna have to do 7-3. Alright, let's pull into this multi-arch tower. We're gonna get very good earthquake value, because everything's so stacked in this core. Alright, and then we're gonna do 3. Just gonna pull left. Yep. Alright, perfect. We're gonna earthquake all of this. Alright, and then we're gonna do 7. Poison tower is a little tough, but you know what's okay. 3. I'm gonna risk a tornado trap and hit the haste already. Just because we're in the poison spell, it's just gonna move a little bit slower, so it makes it easier controller. It makes it way, way easier to controller. Which she's gonna pull down, hopefully. She does. Okay, perfect. Alright, she's doing what we need. She's not trying to sell us. Alright, keep going, Fox. Keep going, RC. Just take out this entire core real quick. Take out all the Infernos. We know you can. We know you can. Now she can go up or down. Up, okay. Then we'll let her do that. We'll send the King and the Siege Barracks on the thinned out side, which also is the ground damage side. And then we'll send our dragons back through here. We're sending rocket loons for this. Sends rocket loons for this air defense. that was that was not ideal. No, it wasn't. But look, we're making the fun with the Infernal Dragons. So we got all 11 dragons, all 10 dragons in there. The 11th one is out here. But we can pop this one ability now, and it'll be invincible. We'll say this skeleton spell for this monolith here. That'll help out. We'll send a Valkyrie up here. We'll use a poison on this defending king just because there's nowhere else to use it. We'll send a Trek for a Troll Tesla, drop the furnace back there. Minion Prince ability through this heavy damage too. And now the base is wrecked. GG. GG. I mean, my king's just chilling up there. That's why the snakes are so strong. Because, I mean, the snakes are helping take out the multi-arch tower too. They're doing all of that. They're just so nice. I'm not going to lie. I love the snake bracelet. It's really one of the best equipments in the game. It really is. I mean, you can use earthquake boots. That work well too. But the snake's just on another level. And we're just going to swag this king ability as well. Have all these dragons still up. All 4 furnaces still up. And both Minion Prince and the Warden. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alright, this base. Now, we got the Invis... I mean, the Skelly spell to get into this Invis tower. That's what we're going to end up doing. But what's the easiest way to get in there? I mean, this is the big value to start with. I mean, easier probably path there, but we just go into this damage to start. We're going to do Skelly Invis, and then we're going to do 7. Alright, and then we're going to do 3. So we trigger the Invis tower in the core. Now, the Invis tower is no more to us. It is 0 issues. So we do 7 here. Alright, she'll path this way. Perfect. That makes it easier for us to path in. Especially if this queen's pulling her. Okay. The queen was pulling her in. But now she'll pull in. Yep. And we do 3. And we can earthquake all of this. And we can haste. Alright, perfect. And then we can do 7 over this monolith. So she has a little spot to resign herself. Then we do 3. And she'll help take out this super dragon too. You know what? Might as well win in Rome. Take out the super dragon. Because that thing can be annoying. Alright. She'll take out the ice golem. Which way is she going to head now, actually? Sweeper perfect. All right. And she's going back to the Super Dragon. She can't stay away from that thing. That thing has her mind on her. All right. Usually we send the King Siege bricks on the thinned out side, but this is the big air damage side. So we're sending our dragons into here. We'll pop the warn ability early. We'll send what? 4 rock for this air defense and this what is that? Wizard Tower. And we'll make the funnel with these Inferno Dragons. We hit all these traps over here. Literally every single trap on the map, basically. We use what? I guess we'll use Baby Dragon for this. Oh, no. Yeah, well, we hit a few more traps. I'll make a funnel down the bottom, and we'll send the furnace on the opposite side of the dragon. Strike for a troll Tesla, but there's none. There's no possibility being a troll Tesla because there's a bunch of decorations here. Well, that's on me. That's me being silly, isn't it? That's definitely me being silly. But these Inferno Dragons really do help make the funnel. Because look at how good we're funneled in for our dragons now with these extra Inferno Dragons. They make all the difference. They really do. We'll pop the minion principle. I thought he was facing the town hall. I thought he was facing the town hall. I thought he was facing the town hall, but he turned because he broke that building down last second. Rip. Rip. Alright, that's all good though. We'll overwhelm the rest of this base easy peasy. This probably wasn't the best furnace placement. We probably should have definitely been better on the thin side, but because of how we came up the base, we kind of had to go into that side for that multi-inferno with the warden ability. You know what? It's all good. It's still gonna overwhelmingly 3 stars base with all the furnaces still, with one of the furnaces, with none of the furnaces still up. Man, the timing and me trying to speak today, the timing's not good for it. But you know what? We're still overwhelming bases easily. All right, Invis Core. This is perfect base for this. Is this the same one? Yeah, it is. So this base, you can swag your minion prints and warden ability. All you do is guys send your RC into here, do 6 and then 6 again. Invis skeleton spell the town hall. So like Invis skeleton and then 256 we're gonna drop this Invis. You can do the 6 2 times because the skeleton spell is gonna distract for the defenses. See that Expo is distracted? Alright, and then we're gonna do 6 again. She's gonna pull in. She's gonna keep making her way. She's gonna go up. Alright. Then we invis here, and we push her in. Bro, we messed up. We used every invis and we didn't get her in. Okay, that's fine. Right? We invis haste her in. There she goes. Now she's in. An earthquake, all of this. 3. Alright, we'll just get her this value. So, you know, we're not going to be able to swag the abilities like I said this time. Just because I messed it all up. I messed it up. I got too confident. And I messed it up. I messed it up. That's on me. That's on me. Alright. I mean, we're still going to overkill this base, though. You can count on that. Make the funnel back through here. Take out this. Oh, that's not getting the air defense. Now, is it going to get that one? Not quite. We want this air defense. Our reward ability, heal everything back up through this town hall and this multi-gear cannon. We'll furnace on the back end. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, I messed it up, didn't I? Well, King ability to help out. We'll get through this core. We'll minion prince as well to get through this air damage. Well, the furnaces definitely help out down here. We'll use the snakes and this baby dragon tail, that multi-arch tower. The snakes will tank for the monolith. And they hit the trail trap. Yep, trail trap's always right there. Furnaces coming on through. We can drop our cleanup up top. Yeah. I got trolled a little bit by that bomb tower. I definitely did. That was bad invis placement. Overconfidence. That's what gets you. I should have been able to swag my minion prince and warden ability. But overconfidence and misplacement of spells and misplacement of just kind of everything there made it where it's not going to be super, super overkill. So I attacked the same base last night in a friendly challenge. I had 10 dragons still up, my minion prince and my warden ability up. But you know what? I do it this time, and it doesn't work like that. We got the dragons up top. We got the furnaces all around. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, it's an easy base. Even if you can mess up the RC charge like that, it's still gonna be an easy, easy, easy 3 star. We end up easily going plus 320 a day. Completely overkill. I mean, Pretty nice. We had some decent defense too. We'll gain 31 trophies. Put us at 5,900 trophies. 5,906 is the reset. Not bad. Got 6 days left in the season. Hoping to finish strong today. Definitely. But if you guys enjoyed the video, I appreciate if you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.